Christmas is a magical time and full of love and joy. It's a time for peace and presents for every girl and boy. The 24th of December, the second most festive day, it's a time that the busy elves load up the mighty sleigh. It was all packed and ready for the man who is big and round, but the North Pole was so chilly the sleigh stuck to the ground. "Oh, what shall we do?" cried the worried elves. "It's even so cold our tools have stuck to the shelves." But what was that floating in the water? Was it a big lump of snow? No, it was a Royal Navy surveying ship letting off a friendly glow. "It looks like you need some assistance. Is there anything we can do? That sleigh is stuck tougher, as if it was in glue." "Don't worry, we can help you. You'll soon be having a ball. We'll ask the Fleet Air Arm. Yes, let's give them a call." Within what felt like minutes, there was a rumble from the sky as a speedy Harrier jump jet went by. A sprinkle of magic dust helped the cockpit grow and grow till every last present was stuffed down below. Father Christmas was excited and strapped himself in the back seat. "Over 700 miles an hour? This will be a festive treat." The Royal Marines were standing guard from inquisitive polar bears. "It's time to fly, get into the sky," said the bright green flares. The engines began to whir and rumble, and the craft gently hovered still. Do you think he'll be finished by morning? I really hope he will. "Santa, when we get to Belfast, can I say hi to a little brother of mine? He works on a ship in a museum called HMS Caroline." Father Christmas let out a deep, deep laugh and replied with a warming smile, "Of course, my girl, I'll take the controls. You stay and talk a while." As if by magic, time flew past without a second going by, with the seatbelt getting tighter with every munched mince pie. From Belfast, it was a short trip to the next stop in Hartlepool, where another ship was moored with her mast proud and tall. Over the years, the Trincomalee changed name, size and sort, and every year without fail, they lay out a glass of port. A sensible sip from the pretty glass, and off Father Christmas set, his mind focused on the next stop, down in Somerset. He was there in practically no time, but his schedule began to slip. He swiftly landed on the Fleet Air Arm's very own airstrip. Once he'd landed, he set to work with his job. He was never bored. But where should he leave all the gifts? Where else but under Concord? With his bag slightly lighter, he jogged back to his Harrier sleigh, for just on the horizon was the dawn of Christmas Day. The aircrew had kindly topped up the fuel in exchange for a tangerine. Next stop, it was Gosport to see a special submarine. Zoom, zoom, whoosh, whoosh, went the countryside underneath. The jet was going so fast, it was beyond his own belief. A slightly bumpy landing from the busy festive man as he arrived at HMS Alliance, a subaquatic tin can. Gosh, it really was a squeeze for poor St. Nick to get inside, but a tight hatch and ladder wouldn't put him off his stride. "There's no room for presents in this tightly packed boat." "Oh, I know, I'll put them underneath, just by the periscope." He burst out of the submarine and headed over the bridge. He was heading to a museum full of shells and cartridge. Santa thought, "Carefully does it when getting through this room. Knock anything over, and it could go boom." With nervous, shaky hands, he placed the gifts in a tower. "It's time to move on from the Museum of Firepower." He took out his list and marked it done with a tick. But with 3 ships still to go, he'd really have to be quick. There was no time for take-off, his pace it had to treble. So over the water he did a skim, just like a little pebble. He dried off his bottom and said, let me see. We'll start at the far end with the M33. He dropped off the presents and some milk for the cat. He passed the ship's dogs and gave a quick pat. The sky was growing orange, and it was clear he was running out of time. Soon the flags would be going up and the bells begin to chime. Into Nelson's cabin he burst in quite a state. He was in such a rush even, the mince pies were left on the plate. The gifts were placed and his brow was sweaty. Finally he sprinted to the Warrior jetty. The tide was so high and the gangway so steep, whilst the captain and crew all lay there asleep. He panted and gasped and finally finished his mission. A quick sit down was his next good decision. He sat in the captain's chair and said with glee, "It's done now till next year. I think I need a cup of tea." And there you have it. A little Christmas present from us to you. So on behalf of the National Museum of the Royal Navy, have a most Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.